Jennifer Rubin.
Woo!
How are you? Fantastic. That's what I like to hear.
Yeah!
Beautiful thing. So I'm just going to ask you a few questions about the movie. Then we'll turn over to the audience and see if they have any questions for you. I'm sure they do. Firstly, this movie came out 25 years ago. When I first saw the film, I'll never forget it. I mean, for me, it was an incredible experience. I love the nightmare films, I always have, but this one is probably my favourite out of all of them. So it's a real honour to have you both here tonight. I'd just like to know that when you heard that you had a casting for this film, were you aware of the nightmare films beforehand? Have you seen them? And just take us a little bit, tell us a little bit about the casting process, if you will.
Yeah, I was, 25 years ago, so my age is no secret. I was 19 when I made this movie, and I came of age during the era of the original slasher film. So I had seen Nightmare on Elm Street, the first one. I had seen Halloween in theaters. I had seen Evil Dead and Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I was into Metallica, and I knew who Doctor was.
Yeah.
And I was like super metal, and so were these movies.
Yeah.
So I just started acting, and I was just really excited to even have an audition. And I had almost given up acting, and this audition kind of came out of the blue, and I was super excited and really glad to be part of it. And even though it obviously wasn't iconic back then, and as excited as I was, it still felt like kind of a low-budget horror movie. And it's just amazing now, 25 years later, to see how many people this film has touched and how enduring the franchise is, and I'm really proud to be part of it. So.
Woo!
Yeah.
Woo! Jennifer!
I was just asking about the casting process, if you were aware of
No, is it casting or costume? I knew there were 2 other nightmare movies, and I was trying out for the 3rd one.
Yes! Go, Jennifer! Woo! You're gorgeous.
Okay, cool. So my next question, guys, and Jennifer, I'd like to ask you this one first. We in this day and age, seem to be sort of obsessed with celebrities and scandals and everything. I was wondering if anything happened during filming. If there was any friction between any cast members.
All lies. It's all lies.
No, nothing. Moving briskly on to the next question, which would be when the film came out. Were you surprised at the reaction that it got?
I was in Never Sleep Again documentary.
Yeah.
That was a wonderful film.
Woo!
I learned about the mounted police in New York City and all the hoo-ha. But I really didn't understand the impact. I only had people jumping out of bushes, grabbing my hair.
Oh no!
Going crazy. I had no idea it was actually for this film.
Oh shit! That's so sad.
I was sort of, I don't know how it is for anyone else, but at 19 I was just sort of blissfully unaware of the world around me. And I wasn't surprised at the success of the film because, like I said, I had been a fan of horror films, so I knew that they were popular and successful. But it's only sort of in retrospect that I look back and see the real impact of it. I wasn't, stopped in the street or mobbed or anything like that. And kind of like Jennifer, I only was was able to put into context, seeing the documentary years later. I wasn't really paying attention, to be honest.
Fantastic. So now we'd like to take a few questions from the audience. So I'm just going to try and make this nice and fair. I will look up, and whoever I see with their hand up first, they will get the question, okay? So 1, 2, 3. Right there, sir.
Oh shit, I know what to say.
Yeah, what do you guys think about that rumor Leatherface got robbed in that costume contest?
Yeah!
I think the Taryn character got more wrong.
Oh yeah.
We're going to sort out the other topic for all of those guys, don't worry. Next question. Right there, sir, you.
Rodney, if you could choose between your waterbed death scene or the entire Nightmare on Elm Street 3, what would you choose?
The hot chick included.
Go!
Wait, are you asking me which chick I thought was hotter?
Sure. Sure.
Who would you rather swim with?
Part 3.
Yeah!
And also, you know, Patricia Arquette was in Part 3.
There you go.
She was the hottest girl in the movie.
Woo!
Aside from that.
The other question.
Jennifer, for me, I'm going to say you were the hottest girl around here. Another question, maybe someone towards back there. Is there anyone right there, sir, with a cap on? Can you shout? Make it nice and loud. Project, darling, project.
Did anyone meet Dawkins?
Did any of the cars meet Dawkins? No, I didn't have the pleasure.
Just about a year and a half ago, their mail came to the house I was house sitting. And I
Oh my God.
walking over to their house, but they weren't home.
Okay, one more question over there, sir.
How was it working with Wes Craven and Robert Englund?
Wes Craven was not around a lot on the set. By this time, his involvement wasn't so hands-on. But working with Robert was pretty incredible. He was a wild man back then, and I see Robert a couple times a year at conventions and stuff, and he's just one of the smartest, most entertaining, brilliant conversationalists you'll ever meet. He's a really cool guy.
I agree that Robert's awesome. And Wes is weird.
I think we've got time for one more question. Let's go to this guy right here.
What's the deal with the woman that plays Patricia Arquette's mom? Can you tell me anything about her?
Yeah.
This is Brooke, right? Brooke is awesome.
Yeah!
Yeah, so
She was just very memorable.
awesome, yay!
Andale!
Again, blissfully unaware.
Yes!
So guys, I think that's it. Go back, take your seats.
I know!